This is the Atlas Academy 6th grade science celestial bodies research project for 4th period. The Sun.
The Sun's mass in kilograms is 1.99 times 10 to the 30th power. The rotation period in Earth days of the Sun is 24.47 days. The principal gases in the Sun's atmosphere are photosphere, chromosphere, and the corona. The Sun's revolution is none. The Sun's composition contains of hydrogen and helium. An interesting fact is that the Sun is the largest object in the solar system, and its gravity holds the solar system together.
Mercury.
Mass of Mercury in kilograms is 3.285 times 10 to the 23rd power. The distance from the Sun is 58 million kilometers. The rotation period of Mercury in Earth days is 58 days, 15 hours, and 30 minutes. The revolution period is 88 days. Atmosphere is made up of carbon dioxide, 95.3%, carbon monoxide, 0.08%, nitrogen, 2.7%, and oxygen, 13%. The composition of Mercury has a large core of liquid metal surrounded by a mantle of silica and solid outer crust. Although for Mercury, the core accounts for 42% of the planet. An interesting fact about Mercury is that it has no moon.
Venus.
Venus's mass in kilograms is 4.867 times 10 to the 24th power kilograms. The distance from the Sun is 67.24 million kilometers. The rotation period for Venus is 243 Earth days. Revolution is 225 days. The atmosphere is mostly made up of CO2. The composition is mostly made out of rock. And a fact about Venus is that it's the hottest planet and the second brightest planet in the solar system.
Earth, also known as Terra.
The mass of Earth is 5.972 times 10 to the 24th power in kilograms. The distance from the Sun is 149.6 million kilometers. Rotation period, 1 day. Revolution period, 1 year. Atmosphere, nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and carbon dioxide. The composition is a terrestrial planet. An interesting fact, it is a home to trillions of organisms.
The mass of Earth is 5.97 times 10 to the 24th power in kilogram. Distance from the Sun is 149.6 million kms. Rotation period is 1 day. The revolution period is 1 Earth year. The atmosphere is nitrogen, oxygen, and argon. The composition of a terrestrial planet, rocky. An interesting fact is that it's the only planet that has water in liquid form.
Mars.
Mars' mass is 6.4 times 10 to the 23rd power in kilograms. It is about 228 million kilometers from the Sun, which causes a longer revolution. Its revolution period is about 1.9 Earth years, 687 days. Mars' atmosphere is mainly made of carbon dioxide. Mars is mainly made of volcanic rock and the soil made of many things. Mars has, and an interesting fact about Mars is Mars has 4 seasons and soil may be able to keep plant life.
Jupiter.
Jupiter's mass in kilograms is 1.89 times 10 to the 27th power. The distance from the Sun in kilometers is 778 million. Rotation period in Earth days are 0.41 Earth days. The revolution period is 12 Earth years. The atmosphere is made up of 89% hydrogen, 10% helium, and 0.3% methane. The composition of Jupiter is that Jupiter is a gas planet. Interesting fact of Jupiter that it has dozens of moons, including the Galilean moons.
Saturn.
Mass is 5.68 times 10 to the 24th power in kilograms. The distance from the sun would be 1.424. The rotation in Earth days is 43 years. The revolution is 29.5 years. Their atmosphere is hydrogen and helium. Composition is ice and water. An interesting fact is that Saturn is the least dense planet.
Its mass is 5.68 times 10 to the 26th power kilograms. The distance from the sun is 1.43 billion kilometers. Its rotation period is 43 Earth days. Its revolution period is 29 Earth years. It is 96% hydrogen, 3% helium, and 4% or 0.4% methane. And it is a gas planet, and fun fact, it has a planetary ring system.
Uranus.
The mass of Uranus is 8.681 times 10 to the 25th kilograms. Distance from sun is 1.784 billion miles. Rotation period in Earth days is 17 hours and 14 minutes. Revolution period in Earth days is 84 Earth years. Atmosphere, ammonia, water, and methane. Composition, gaseous and molten. Interesting fact, it's the coldest temperature of any planet.
Neptune.
Neptune's mass is 1.024 times 10 to the 26th power kilograms. The distance from the sun is 4.5 billion kilometers. Neptune has a rotation period of 16.11 hours. Neptune's revolution period is 165 Earth years. The atmosphere of Neptune consists of hydrogen, helium, and methane. The composition is that Neptune is a gas planet. An interesting fact about Neptune is that it has the second largest gravity out of all of the planets in our solar system.
Comets.
The mass of comets is varies. It changes a lot, and it's also the same with the distance from the sun. It also varies. It changes. And the rotation period in Earth days, it doesn't have any. And the revolution period in Earth years, it varies, but it has a predictable pattern. Sorry about that. And the atmosphere, it does not have one, and composition is frozen gas, rock, and dust. And the interesting facts about it is when these get close to the sun's heat, it leaves a glowing tail behind it that is millions of kilometers long.
Meteoroids, meteors, and meteorites.
The average mass of a meteor, meteorite, or meteoroid is 11,000 tons. The atmosphere is made of dust and ice. The average distance from the sun is 50,000 kilometers. The revolution period is 9 Earth hours. The rotation time is 4.6 Earth hours. It is made of iron and silicone. The interesting fact, between 36 and 166 meteorites hit Earth per year.
Asteroids.
The mass is 2.3 times 10 to the 21st power kilograms. The distance from sun is 329,115,316 to 478,713,186 kilometers.
The rotation period is 3 to 6 years. Revolution period, over 365 days. No atmosphere. The composition is carbon and metals. An interesting fact is the first asteroid was Ceres, discovered by Giuseppe Piazzi in 1801.
The moon, also known as Luna.
The moon's mass is 7.55 times 10 to the 22nd kilograms. The distance from the planet is 348,000 kilometers. The rotation period, once every 27 days. The atmosphere, none. Composition, iron core molten, iron out core. Interesting fact, the moon rotates on its axis in around the same time it takes to orbit the Earth.
The Galilean moons. Io.
The mass of Io is 8.93 times 10 to the 22nd power kilograms. Distance from planet is 422,547 kilometers. The rotation period is 1.8 days, Earth days. Its atmosphere is mostly made out of sulfur and dioxide. It's made out of rocky materials, sulfur, and other items we are yet to discover. An interesting fact is there is more than 400 active volcanoes on just the surface.
Europa.
Europa's mass is 4.7998 times 10 to the 22nd power kilograms. The distance from Jupiter would be 670,900 kilometers. The rotation period in Earth days would be 3.5 days. The atmosphere, principal gases, would be molecular oxygen. The composition is mostly silicate rock. And the two fun facts is Europa is the smallest Galilean moon, and Europa is the 6th closest moon to Jupiter.
Ganymede.
Ganymede's mass in kilograms is 1.4819 times 10 to the 23rd power. Its distance from the sun is 665,000 kilometers. Its rotation period is 7.15 Earth days. Its atmosphere has small amounts of oxygen, but not enough to support life. Its composition is mostly rocky material and water ice. An interesting fact about Ganymede is that it is 8% larger than Mercury.
Callisto.
Callisto has a mass of 1.08 E plus 23 kilograms. Its distance from Earth is 390.4 million miles. Its rotation period is 17 Earth days. The principal gases in its atmosphere are CO2 and molecular oxygen. Its composition is rock, ice, water, CO2, organic compounds, and silicates. It is the 2nd largest moon on Jupiter.
And that concludes our research project. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.